Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Right here back again with another Valorant agent guide, and today we'll be looking at Sova. Sova is an initiator and he's one of the very best initiators in the game, and you would want to go with a Sova because he's very good in getting information. He's very good in acquiring information on the battlefield, and using his abilities can really propel your team to really get information and change the way you play. Alright, so guys, let's take a look at his abilities. First one says owl drone. Says equip an owl drone, fire to deploy and take control of movement of the drone. While in control of the drone, fire to shoot and marking dart. This dart will reveal the location of any player struck by the dart. Alright, so guys, just as you heard, it's a drone. I'm gonna equip it by hitting on C.
Deploying
And
drone.
then I've deployed it. So this is how the owl drone looks like, right? So when you deploy it, you can move it around and scout for areas to see where enemies are. When you see one, you hit on the left click to throw a dart, and you would want to throw this dart on an enemy so that he can be revealed. So the owl drone is just for that, is to reveal where the enemies are. You throw the dart and it will pinpoint their location, making them flash for some few seconds, know where exactly they are on the map, and this can really help your team moving and plan how to attack. So that's how his owl drone ability looks like or works. Let's move on to the second ability, which is a shock bolt. Says equip a bow with a shock bolt, to send the explosive bolt forward, detonating upon collision and damaging players nearby. Hold fire to extend the range of the projectile. Alternate fire to add up to 2 bounces to this arrow. Alright guys, so the shock bolt is just basically an offense arrow. Okay, so this is what you want to do. I'm gonna equip it by hitting Q. That's my shock bolt. And look at how, and this is how you throw the arrow. You can actually hold, and then let's see the distance is covered.
Shock dart.
You see, it was able to hit that stairs over there. Let me equip it again and show you when I just throw like a short distance. So you see, upon release of this arrow, it causes damage. So let's say an enemy is standing right here at this corner, and you would want to throw it.
Shock dart.
And this can deal damage up to about 25% of the health. It could be less or more, but it deals a certain amount of damage. Alright, so there's an alternate to this too as well. We're gonna hit kill. When you look right here under the charge, it says bounces. So we have bounces to be 0, right? Means we can just show it like that in a straight line and it makes the impact. Now we're gonna select it again and we can actually apply bounces to this arrow. So this is how you apply it. You apply it by hitting the left click. But so when we apply it, we now have bounces to be 1, and when I throw it to this wall, what it does.
Shock dart.
You see, it hit this wall and it went to the right side, right? So this is what you can do. So let's say you get to realize that an enemy is at this corner, and then you don't want to reveal yourself as you throw. Okay, you don't want to do this. So you can actually use an angle to predict how you want the shot that to go. So I'm gonna hit my bounces here again using the left click. Now I have bounces of 1. When I throw it like this, you should be able to get to where I want it to go. So it's all about the angle and how you can position yourself and how you want it to go.
Shock dart.
Apply. You can apply 2 bounces to this. So I'm gonna hit the left click, which is 1. So watch how it bounces off 2 times. So 1, 2, 3. Let's do it here. This is how we can see it from here. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. You see how it did? It hit 1 and then 2. So that is how the shock bolt is. And with this shock bolt, it actually deals damage. Like I said, it takes almost about 25% health, depending on how much it affected the enemy player. Alright, so let's move on to the next one, which is recon bolt. Says equip a bow with recon bolt, to send the recon bolt forward, activating upon collision and revealing the location of nearby enemies caught in the line of sight of the bolt. Enemies can destroy this bolt. Hold fire to extend the range of the projectile. Alternate fire to add up to 2 bounces to this arrow. Alright, so there is the recon bolt. So this is what it does. I'm gonna equip with E. And as you can see, we also have the charge and the bounces to this. Mainly this ability is to reveal location, just like with the owl drone here says it can be destroyed. So this owl drone that shows the guts to the enemy to reveal where he is. This recon board can do the same.
Revealing area.
And we can add the bounces with the left click.
Scanning ahead.
And it will be able to reveal the location. So if there was an enemy here and you were here, you just throw it like this without revealing yourself, so that you can be able to detect enemies around. So it's just a recon. A recon is to just this recon board is to just detect enemies where they are,
scanning ahead,
and all that. And with this, it can also be destroyed. So normally you would want to surprise the enemy by adding a little bit of bounce, so that they wouldn't know, can't anticipate where you
revealing
normally
area,
throw it, even though it could be around the same nearby location. But just like I said, it's to just text nearby enemies around. Your team can be able to plan their attack and then know where the enemies are. And just like the owl drone, it can also be destroyed. Now let's move on to his final ability, or his ultimate ability, which is the Hunter's Fury. Hunter's Fury says super bar with 3 long range wall piercing energy blast. Bar to release an energy blast in a line in front of Sova, dealing damage and revealing the location of enemies caught in the line. This ability can be reused up to 2 more times while the ability timer is active. Yeah, so let me equip it by hitting X and watch what it does.
I am the hunter!
You see, it left this kind of a mark on the wall, right? It doesn't actually leave a mark. What it's doing is that it's passing through these walls, which is crazy.
I am the
Let's
hunter!
Here. You see? Hunter's Fury ability is passing through the wall, so you throw it, and then or when you use it and you are not able to, let's say you hit an enemy nearby, the ability didn't get fully. It doesn't just harm the enemy a bit, but it also locates where he is. So what you will be able to do, or what you can learn from this Hunter's Fury, is that when you throw like this and you are not able to hit the enemy, at least when the enemy is near to this Hunter's Fury, you'll be able to detect, and then you can plan where exactly the enemy is trying to get away from. No matter how far you are from the map, if you're able to detect the enemy, you can do it. Let me give you one tip here too. So you can actually do a combo with the recon bolt and then the Hunter's Fury. If your Hunter's Fury is active, and then you can use it. So let's say you threw this recon bolt here,
scanning ahead,
and it detected an enemy from where it made the impact. When you detect the enemy, you can actually do a combo by hitting the X, so that you can actually predict, and then you can shoot exactly where you want your recon bolt to, because you at least now you know where the enemy is. You can actually do a combo too as well with the ability like the short bolt, which is the short bolt which deals damage as well. So let's say you detected the enemy was here, you just throw it and it will make that impact just like you want it to. Alright guys, so thank you for watching, and if you follow along, I know that you have perfected Sova's ability by now, and I recorded a short gameplay so that we can all look at a similar situation where you can actually use these abilities to perfection. Alright guys, so let's get right into it. Alright guys, so let's take a look at this gameplay. I used the owl drone here to scout for enemies, and finally I got to tag 1, which is the killjoy who was standing right at the corner there. And on this second clip, I used the owl drone again to scout for enemies, and checked the corner here, and I saw the enemy sniper. I tagged him, and my teammate went to do the kill. And also note that because of this, I was able to get information from my teammate and I myself, so I could know how to plan my attack. Alright, so guys, on this second footage, we were totally flanked and surprised by the enemy from behind. He got to kill my teammate Phoenix. I also used the shot bolt to surprise him, and then I got a kill from him. So that is one of the ways you can use the shot bolt. Okay guys, so now let's take a look at this third footage here, where I used the recon bolt to find where enemies could be, and I used it here in this situation where Reina was trying to force in the site, and I was able to get the Reina and the stage. And here again, I was able to detect the last enemy using the recon balls, and I was able to finish the job. Alright guys, so let's take a look at the last and final ability, which is the Hunter's Fury. And here I was able to do a combo of the Owl Drone and the Hunter's Fury. So I was able to see them using my Owl Drone, and I used my Hunter's Fury last to finish them off. Okay guys, that will be the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel, and also turn on the notification bell so that anytime I release new videos like this, you see them ASAP. Bye.